The 2025 Mini Cooper marks a bold new chapter in the legacy of one of the most iconic compact cars on the planet. For decades, the Mini has charmed drivers with its unmistakable design, agile handling, and cheeky attitude. But as the automotive world moves deeper into the electric era and demands more technology, sustainability, and efficiency, Mini has responded with a complete overhaul of its most famous model. The result is a 2025 Mini Cooper that feels thoroughly modern, yet unmistakably true to its roots. This year, Mini has restructured the Cooper lineup in a big way. There are now two main branches: internal combustion and fully electric. The 2025 Mini Cooper EV is built on a brand new platform, developed in collaboration with Great Wall Motors in China, and it's designed from the ground up as a pure electric vehicle. Meanwhile, the gas-powered version rides on an updated version of the outgoing UKL platform, refined to meet new emissions standards and enhance efficiency without losing the spirit of a fun-to-drive city car. Let's start with the electric version, which many believe is the true future of the brand. The design language of the 2025 Mini Cooper Electric is minimalist and clean, with a greater focus on aerodynamics and efficiency. But make no mistake, it's still instantly recognizable as a Mini. The proportions are tight, the overhangs are short, and the upright stance remains. However, the details have evolved. The round LED headlights are now set in flush mounts, giving a more modern appearance. The grille has been mostly closed off since electric cars need less cling and now houses a subtle new Mini badge. Around the back, things get even more interesting, with a set of customizable taillights that can display different lighting signatures depending on your preferences. One of the big goals for Mini in 2025 was to offer more personalization than ever before, and the Cooper Electric delivers. From color-shifting paints to an array of trim accents and wheel choices, drivers can really make the car their own. Mini also offers new exterior design themes: Classic, Favored, and JCW trim, each offering unique styling elements. The JCW version, in particular, gives the car a more aggressive edge with blacked out accents and sportier detailing, even if it's not the full performance tuned John Cooper Works model we all know and love. Under the hood, or rather, under the floor, there are two electric motor options for the 2025 Mini Cooper Electric. The base Cooper E features a 40.7 kWh battery paired with the 181 horsepower front-mounted motor. That setup is good for 0-60 time of around 7.3 seconds and a range of about 190 to 200 miles on the WLTP cycle. For those wanting more punch, the Cooper steps things up with a 54.2 kWh battery and a 215 horsepower motor. That brings the sprint down to 6.7 seconds and pushes the range to around 250 miles, depending on driving conditions. Charging is competitive for the segment. The Cooper Electric supports up to 75 kilowatts of DC fast charging, allowing you to top up from 10% to 80% in just over 30 minutes. For home charging, a 11 kilowatt onboard charger means quicker replenishment overnight, especially for those with access to a level 2 charger. Now, once you're inside, the real transformation becomes evident. Mini has completely rethought the interior experience for the electric Cooper. At the heart of the cabin is a stunning circular OLED display, 9.4 inches in diameter, mounted right in the center of the dashboard. This screen is the control hub for nearly everything, from navigation and media to vehicle settings and climate control. The user interface is playful yet intuitive, with animations and themes that shift based on your drive mode or even your mood. There's also a new voice assistant, simply called Spike, that adds a bit of character to voice commands. Gone are the old-school toggle switches, though a few tactile buttons remain for essentials. The dashboard is minimalist but premium, with fabric textures replacing traditional plastics. It's a smart, eco-conscious move and gives the cabin a soft, warm ambience. The steering wheel has been redesigned as well, with the more compact shape and touch-sensitive controls that are surprisingly responsive. In terms of practicality, the 2025 Mini Cooper Electric remains a compact car, so don't expect massive interior space. But for its size, it's surprisingly accommodating. The front seats are supportive, and headroom is generous thanks to the upright shape. Rear seats are tight for adults but manageable for short trips or kids. The boot offers around 200 liters of space, expanding to 800 liters with the seats folded, which is about average for the segment. Driving dynamics, of course, are a huge part of the Mini DNA, and here, the electric Cooper really shines. The instant torque from the electric motor makes city driving a blast, and the low center of gravity, thanks to the battery placement, gives it excellent stability through corners. The steering is quick and direct, and though it's a bit more refined than the go-kart feel of older Minis, it still puts a grin on your face when you throw it into a tight bend. Ride quality has also improved, with better damping and a more composed chassis, making the car more comfortable over longer distances. Now, if you're not quite ready to go electric, the 2025 Mini Cooper still comes with traditional petrol power. These models have received subtle styling tweaks to bring them in line with the new electric versions, but under the skin, they stick closer to the familiar formula. Engine options include turbocharged 3-cylinder and 4-cylinder units, with power outputs ranging from 134 to 201 horsepower, depending on the trim. These models maintain the lively character that fans have come to expect, especially in sportier S and JCW variants. Fuel efficiency has been improved slightly, and Mini has added new mild hybrid systems in some markets to reduce emissions and improve stop-start performance. The gearbox options include a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic and a slick 6-speed manual, though availability of the manual varies depending on region and trim. For enthusiasts, the stick shift remains a welcome option. The interior of the petrol-powered Mini shares many elements with the EV, including the new OLED screen and minimalist dashboard. However, you'll notice a bit more physical switchgear and slightly different materials. It's still a very premium place to be, especially in higher trims. Sound insulation has been improved, and there's now optional adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a head-up display, bringing the Mini more in line with its rivals in the tech department. Safety has been a key focus for the 2025 lineup as well. The new Mini Cooper includes a full suite of driver assistance features, including forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot monitoring, and even a new semi-autonomous parking assistant that can handle parallel and perpendicular spots without driver input. The vehicle's structure has also been reinforced to improve crash safety, particularly in the electric variant. Mini is also doubling down on sustainability beyond just electrification. The materials used inside are largely recycled or plant-based, including the seat upholstery and dashboard coverings. Even the factory where the electric Cooper is built in China is powered primarily by renewable energy, part of a larger BMW Group initiative to lower the carbon footprint across the entire supply chain. Pricing for the 2025 Mini Cooper varies widely depending on trim and drivetrain. The base petrol models start at just under $25,000, while the fully electric Cooper E begins around $30,000. The higher range same model moves closer to the $35,000 mark, especially with optional packages. While these prices place the Mini Cooper at the premium end of the compact car segment, the level of technology, design, and performance on offer makes a strong case for the money. For urban dwellers, young professionals, or anyone looking for a small car that doesn't feel cheap, the 2025 Mini Cooper presents a compelling option. It's stylish, high-tech, and fun to drive, whether you choose the EV or petrol version. More importantly, it shows how heritage brands like Mini can evolve without losing their identity. This car isn't just a nod to the past, it's a confident step into the future. As Mini eyes full electrification by the end of the decade, the 2025 Cooper feels like a major milestone. It proves that compact cars can still be exciting, desirable, and relevant, even in a world obsessed with crossovers and SUVs. Whether you're a longtime Mini fan or someone shopping for their first car, this latest generation has something to offer. So, is the 2025 Mini Cooper the best version yet? In many ways, yes. It blends character and innovation like few others in its class. From the new circular OLED interface to the punchy electric drivetrain, From the eco-conscious materials to the fun-to-drive feel, the Cooper continues to punch well above its weight. And, as always, it's a car that makes you smile, not just because of how it looks or how it drives, but because it reminds you that even in a fast-changing world, some things like the joy of driving a Mini never go out of style. Let me know if you'd like a version with host dialogue, visual cues, or split into scenes for editing.